Are you sitting comfortably?
Vaguely. There's only so comfortably one can be sitting.
Especially on this couch.
Well, yes. Yes.
Now, I'm going to jinx everything.
Yeah.
And just say
Mm-hmm.
there are no background wind noises or rain noises. There's a gurgly throat, though.
There's some sort of vehicle.
Yeah. But other than that, and the fact that it's quite warm in here.
It could be warmer.
It could. Let's look at tomorrow. All right, are you ready? He says as he realises that he hasn't actually looked at the levels while
tomorrow, 25.
Oh, I had 27.
Well,
I must be making that up.
I mean, different sources.
Mm.
It's sort of impressive.
Mm. All right.
And who's right? Well, we won't know until tomorrow.
No.
Assuming that anyone actually looks, which...
Well, now that the Bureau is run entirely by AI, who knows?
I hope you're ready for some riveting political discussion.
Oh, really? Filter, Thomas, filter. In 3, 2, 1.
Colin had a problem and a microphone to spare. Thomas took it up and so the podcast went to air. For weeks and months they trolled through every single DVD. They've unwrapped all the ones they can and now they're cellulose free. Now they're cellulose free.
Hello, dear listener, and welcome to Cellulose Free. My name is Colin, and with me, as always, is my fellow film watcher, compadre and son, Thomas.
Hi, hello.
How you doing?
How am I doing? I'm doing alright. I'm doing, as well as one can be expected to under the ongoing circumstances.
Oh, there are ongoing circumstances.
Well, there's always ongoing circumstances.
No, there's nothing going on at the moment. Nothing. Nothing of any consequence.
This week I have...
I told you I'd jinx it.
Yeah. You think that was the same vehicle I heard even earlier? Or just...
Don't know.
Hard to say. This week I have largely been sitting around watching things happen.
I can't watch.
The Redistribution Committee for this state... the state of Tasmania.
Oh, you covered this last week.
I don't think I
did. Yeah,
did.
you did.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did.
So move on to your next step.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
Because I know that it wasn't out when we recorded last week. They've released their draft, and it's quite a shakeup for the south of Tasmania. Perhaps not so much at the federal level, but when the state parliament inevitably adopts the same boundaries, sort of a seismic shift in some respects.
Somewhat, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Franklin, where we are. That's not a secret, where we are. Franklin, where we are, has sort of been split between Clarence, where we also are. That's also not a secret.
Spoilers.
Where we also are, and the Huon and much of Kingborough. And the trouble with that is that in between those is the rest of Hobart.
Yeah,
it's sort of
weird.
It's sort of difficult to put the Huon in any seat, because anywhere that you want to get to from the Huon will inevitably go through Hobart. There are no other roads. And so they've ditched the split, and now they want the Huon to be with Hobart.
Right.
And here in Franklin, we're going to creep up the east coast, but not quite all the way.
I do believe that those down the Huon are a bit miffed that they will lose the name Franklin, especially considering that there is a town called Franklin.
But named for a different Franklin.
There we go.
Because of course.
Of course.
And the central seat of Lions is as weird as ever, especially now that it's supposed to get Glenorchy. I've seen some suggestions that Franklin should get Glenorchy instead and Lyons should stay roughly the same it is, but...
That's crazy.
There are community of interest problems with anything that you decide to do with the south of Tasmania.
Yes, yeah.
Truly an unsolvable problem.
I know. But it has been broke.
Yeah.
It's not as if... I mean, part of me says, look, just leave it as it is, because we've lived with the weird shape of Franklin. But as far as distribution is concerned, it doesn't
possible.
work.
Clark's gotten too small and Lyons has gotten too big.
Yeah.
And so you might say, oh, well, just give some of Lyons to Clark. And, well, the federal Liberal Party's report on the events of the last federal election
is a closely held secret that is not being released.
Was shelved on Saturday. Immediately leaked to the press and
Who would do
MPs.
a thing like that?
Actually impossible to say.
Oh, I've heard rumours.
There's been rumours, sure, but nothing solid. It leaked almost immediately, and then yesterday, as we're recording this, it was tabled in Parliament by the Prime Minister. So now it's just public knowledge.
Sweet.
Yeah. And it is scathing, both of the people involved.
Sorry, hang on. I think about it a little more, and possibly that isn't quite as sweet, in that that's very much a political point-scoring exercise.
Yeah.
Which is, a bit on the nose. But anyway, sweet.
The review was scathing, both of everyone involved for being bad at their jobs.
And everyone not involved.
Or
not being involved.
Or doing other people's jobs.
Yeah.
Apparently you should not have the parliamentary leader actually run the campaign.
No.
Because then they'll make bad decisions and not have anyone to talk to about those bad decisions.
I found it interesting that they made a point of the leader of the Liberal Party announcing policy in electorates that the candidates in those electorates have no idea were being announced.
And who may not have actually wanted the leader in their electorates at the time, because the report also said that he did not poll well with women.
No, not at all.
It was also scathing of the people who submitted to the review who showed a lack of self-reflection. Everyone wants to blame everyone else.
Remember, when you're pointing the finger at someone, there are 14 fingers pointing back at you, unless your hand only has 5 fingers on it.
And then, also yesterday, as we're recording this, the Premier of Tasmania announced that they're getting rid of the Department of State Growth and bringing in a new thing called Building Tasmania, which they say will reduce the workforce by about a quarter, ignoring, of course, that public servants are basically impossible to lay off.
Yeah, impossible to lay off, but I suspect they'll have a darn good go at it.
Yeah.
And also reflecting that there are certain jobs included in that department that reducing the number of people trying to do them is, anyway.
And of course, not raising taxes.
No, raising taxes.
We're not actually going to bring in any new revenue.
No, but mind you, they did say that they weren't going to lay off people either.
Yeah. Sort of fascinating looking at DSG's website, which at the bottom in the footer includes a list of other websites under DSG's purview, and it's not a short list.
It is not a short list. That's what I mean by, cutting that department is going to mean that a lot of jobs that are already struggling to get done are going to struggle even more to get done.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's all the things that I saw happen that I want to talk about right now.
Okay. Good.
I don't want to talk about the big global event.
No.
That one That one doesn't seem
sit well.
helpful.
No.
And neither does anyone here who's also talked about it. But that's...
Good grief. I'm feeling a bit ashamed. Anyway, we weren't going to talk about it.
No.
No.
You, I believe, have had a fair bit of a week.
Have I?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, well,
Please, tell my story.
Start of the week, fridge arrives.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't think I actually heard properly. Were any doors removed in the process?
No doors were removed. That being said, it took 4 of us to manoeuvre the new fridge through the front door.
Right.
Yes. 2 people doing the lifting, one on the outside of the door and one on the inside of the door, and one person inside the door carefully opening the right door.
The screen door. And
No. We're talking about the fridge itself.
Oh.
Yeah, it required opening of the doors of the fridge because it's a left door, right door fridge.
And they open
freezer.
180 degrees, so you can actually
Yeah, so it was a case of carefully manoeuvring around the actual house door with these doors open to varying degrees and then closing them as the first bit comes in, and it was fun and games.
Yeah.
For a while there, it didn't look like we'd actually be able to do it without some major deconstruction, which I was sort of nervous about and fearing. But yeah, then the guy who had done these kinds of things many, many times...
Just make it thinner and longer.
Yeah. Mind you, I say that he's done this many, many times. He was flummoxed.
Yeah.
And so was the younger guy. And then he said, hang on, let's try this. And yeah. So there was the young guy and Wendy on the outside of the house with that end of the fridge, and me and the older guy with me manoeuvring that door and Wendy manoeuvring the other door of the fridge, not the house. Yeah, all right. So
great. Okay, now I'm clear on how things happened.
Yeah, I was sort of edging around.
Yeah.
Making a C shape go around the side of the house door.
Next, seeing as you're still unclear on what exactly has happened, you've acquired a new timepiece.
I do have a new timepiece.
You now have an even bigger screen than mine, which...
I know.
Let's be honest, it's not a huge screen that I have.
No, but it was larger than what I had, but I have found it quite impressive as far as being able to just glance down when my phone buzzes, and I don't need to deal with that. I don't need to do anything about that. I have had to filter what notifications I am getting thrown at my watch.
Fortunately, the app lets you do that.
Yeah, and I did give it a bit of a test today as far as it does have a built-in GPS. So I've found that relying on my phone to do multiple GPS duties has fallen over a couple of times. Anyway, I went for a wander around town today and tracked my walking, and it was quite impressively accurate and didn't seem to use up much battery either on the watch.
Well, good.
Yeah, and I recognised my nap, my nana nap this afternoon, so that was good.
And...
What else, yes?
Yes, there is another thing.
Yeah?
Did you get any good photos of the moon last night?
I don't know, did I? You're telling the story.
Well, there was a lunar eclipse.
There was.
The moon was good and red.
I heard you raced outside to have a good old look at that.
I did not race outside. I looked through the window. I took my phone up to the window. For
a moment there, I thought... You looked out your window.
No,
you can't see the moon from your
completely
window.
The wrong direction. I looked out the kitchen window.
Okay, right.
And I tried taking a photo with my phone, but it turns out that it does not appear to have any sort of optical zoom. It is all digital zoom.
Yes.
And that digital zoom gives you the same pixels that you would have gotten.
That's right.
At one times. And even in that case... very small in the frame.
Yes, yes.
So I got one very bad photo of the moon.
But you can say you were there.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's never going to happen again.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Did you get any good photos?
Oh, you haven't been on Facebook?
I have been on Facebook. I have been checking Facebook.
You have been checking. Well, it only happened in the last hour that I posted it.
Well, then I wouldn't have seen it yet.
It was all right. By the time I got out there, there was a fair bit of wispy cloud going past. Mm-hmm. I did get my decent zoom onto my camera, but I didn't bother with a tripod, so it's all handheld. The conditions were less than ideal for a decent photo, but
I only found out about it because a friend in California, where it was also still dark at the time, was like, "You've probably got a better look at this than I do."
Yeah.
And yes, I would say that the photo you have taken may be a little blurry, but definitely better than the one I received.
Look, it's a strange old thing. I've seen numerous lunar eclipses and photographed numerous lunar eclipses, so I've possibly got a bit blasé about them in the fact that if I was to aim a camera at the moon, I'd rather be doing it whilst it's sort of a quarter moon to get the relief of craters and what have you. Absolutely fascinating looking at the moon through a telescope when it's like a quarter moon.
Oh, yeah.
You're not blinding yourself with a full moon. Full moon is not the ideal way to look at the moon. And the equivalent to that, as far as eclipses are concerned, is that, any type of eclipse is not the ideal way to actually fully appreciate the moon. And everyone gets sort of excited, ooh, it's gone red. And it is a bit weird, but the extension that gets attached to that with sort of bad things are going to happen, and it's like supermoons where the moon is X times larger than normal. Just stop, people. It's there's a perfectly decent explanation, and you're just sullying the coolness factor by trying to add more to it. It just, anyway. Yes, but you missed something, Thomas.
Did I miss something?
Yes. I also went into town. I'll tell you a little story. Okay. I've mentioned on numerous occasions me going for walks over Waverley Park.
Yeah.
It gives you a good workout. It gets the heart pumping. It's great atmosphere. You'll see birds and you'll see plants and you'll see snakes and... Did I say snakes?
You did say snakes.
Yeah, you definitely see snakes. And you also apparently see abandoned cars that someone has stolen and taken for a joyride and then parked on the top of Waverley Park. And and so one day, a number of months ago, that was the case. I came across a car and I contacted council to say that it was there, and their immediate reaction, oh, you're telling the wrong people. But we've passed it on to the police and the person's going to be coming to collect it. And so I went for a walk the next day and it had been torched. So whether it had been torched by the owner or the people who had abandoned it went back and finished the job. So it was torched and had been removed as well.
Yeah.
But there was plenty to show that it had been torched. The tree stump that it was previously parked next to was well and truly scorched. And if you torch a car with an aluminium alloy engine, that aluminium melts. So you get molten aluminium on the ground underneath where the car was. And I have a cousin and his partner who make jewellery. And they've just started making jewellery out of aluminium, which sounds really, we think of aluminium as a cheap throwaway item. Yeah. But the truth is, your aluminium can is only 12 years older than me. Mm-hmm. Because the process of actually turning the raw aluminium or aluminum or alum into a metal of use is quite a complex process that was only discovered less than 200 years ago. And for a while there, probably about a decade or so before they really started developing better techniques for actually making metal objects out of it, it was worth more by weight than gold.
Right.
And so jewellery was being made out of it in the late 1800s, and yeah, it was a precious metal. And now you can pick it up in the bush where a car's been torched, and you've got the raw materials there that you can melt down again. And if you can conjure up 900 degrees or so Celsius, you can melt it down and recast it. Which, and here's the thing. I gathered up all of the aluminium that I could find and hid it in a spot that I could tell my cousin and his partner where I'd hidden it, and they went and collected it. And they have found other burnt out cars in other places and collected the aluminium from there as well. But they keep them in separate piles. And so they made me a bit of jewellery, and I went and collected it today. And it might look somewhat familiar. I don't know whether you've known what I've had hung around my neck for
yes,
a number of years now.
I believe you did show me the previous.
I had a bronze donut, which I still have.
Yes. But
now I have an aluminium donut, which I will attempt to get stuck on wherever Thomas sticks things as links of images. Yeah, I've got that around my neck. It's a donut-shaped piece of aluminium from that engine
right.
that I found for them. So that was probably my highlight of the week. Yes, we've had fridges, and yes, we've had watches, but I got a little choked up when these very talented people made this bit of rubbish into a piece of jewellery with the historical knowledge that aluminium for a very brief period of time was an extremely, extremely valuable metal used for jewellery making. Anyway.
Yeah.
We have a film to watch.
7 items of business later.
Yeah. We have a film to watch sort of in memory of Robert Duvall, who passed away a couple of weeks back, maybe 3 weeks back. And I thought I'll find out what we've got on the shelf with him in it that I want to watch again. And this is what we've got. What have we got, Thomas?
We have got Secondhand Lions.
Please tell our dear listener what Secondhand Lions is all about, if you can read it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines?
10 lions.
10
Secondhand Lions.
No.
10 lines. All right, then.
Yeah.
Do you want to dig up another description?
I could just read the first sentence.
Okay, just read the first sentence.
It's the summer of 1960, and introverted 14-year-old Walter is unceremoniously dumped by his single mother May at the Texan farm of eccentric great-uncles Hub and Guff.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
We're going to watch it on DVD because I don't think it's streaming anywhere as far as what we have access to. We're going to watch it after Thomas is taken out of it. No, we don't need to do that, do we? No. Well, we do need to take it out of its case to watch it.
I'd rather be over there when I do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thomas will, off stage, take it out of its case. He's going to put it into the machine. We're going to watch it, and then we're going to come back and talk about it if I have reduced the zoomies a bit.
Yeah.
And so we'll catch you on the flip side.
Turn to side B.
And C, and D, and E, and F, and G.
There's Secondhand Lions.
Oh, there's only 2.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we determined there were 10.
No, there are 10 lines of text.
But you only read 1.
I read 1.5.
Let's get on with it, you mongrel. All right, let's get some levels.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah.
This is volume.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah?
Mm.
Great.
So what did you think?
Well, I think that as long as it's not clipping...
Yeah, it's not clipping.
Then that's fine. As long as it's not audibly in the final product clipping,
good.
that's good.
I'll clip you around the back of the head. So, what did you think?
Yeah, it's good. It's solid. I am happy to have seen it again.
Ha! Cool! Cool. Because you know what I've gone and done?
Yeah.
I've slipped in a coming-of-age film.
You have. You
Yeah.
have. But
Yeah.
it's also secretly
Mm.
under the dramedy surface an adventure film.
Yep. I was trying to categorise it as well, and yes, it was indeed an adventure film. But I think it's as if they grabbed some 1996 Matilda
Uh-huh.
with The Princess Bride,
Yeah.
Moonlight Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
and a sprinkling of Butch Cassidy
Yeah.
stuck in the blender. So whimsical, adventurous, seriousness as well as pathos, and did this really happen or didn't it? And love, true love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Love
really
at
like
first sight.
It's not a perfect film.
No.
There are some lulls in it,
Mm-hmm.
but I still think that it is tight. I certainly, and I did mention Moonlight Kingdom in there as far as the touch of Wes Anderson in there somewhere, but I certainly enjoyed this far more than the last Wes Anderson we watched. It's a lovable film.
No, here's a story about some things that happened to me one summer.
Yeah, yep. And you watch him grow, and even though it's a completely unbelievable story, you believe that he grows up.
Yeah.
During that summer. And part of that's an inner growth as well as finally having some bizarre role models, but actual role models. Yeah. And yeah, I was sitting back and thinking, is this going to be one of those films where this is going to tip me over the edge as far as one too many watches of it? But no, it wasn't. And I realised how much I'd forgotten about it as well. So it was good.
Here's a story about that one summer that I spent with my crazy uncles who had actually a better handle on things than anyone else in my life to date.
That is a bizarre thing, isn't it? It's, yeah. And it was all handled well.
Yeah.
Like the brawl in the, whatever, milk bar, was it? I don't know where they were.
Some sort of bar.
That could have been extremely over the top.
Yeah.
And still would have worked, but it was reined back just enough to make it work properly. So I salute the director there. It's good.
Come on.
Oh, sorry. The only other note that I had was, since the last time I watched it, the cartoon illustrator Berkeley Breathed,
I think come back twice.
Yeah, he's certainly got a big following on Patreon.
Yeah.
Completely re-emerged from retirement. I felt a political responsibility to do so as far as revamping Bloom County for an audience that's now 30 years older.
Did he come back in 2015 and then go back to the darkness for a bit and then came back when Trump came back?
Yeah. So the Bloom County series had been going for 9 years when he suddenly just ended. I mean, he ended it, and you could tell that he planned to end it in '89.
It's doing a Sunday comic for a bit with some of the same characters.
Yeah, but very much I got introduced to him by the good friend that I went to the US and then spent the weekend in Sydney with. I don't think Berkeley has had a really strong Australian following. Mm-hmm. Certainly compared to, say, Calvin and Hobbes, which would be a very direct same era. Mm-hmm. And they would actually communicate between each other, and they would mock each other and get permission to use illustration styles and what have you. But I'd forgotten that his art appears in this as...
Mm-hmm. And it almost didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For a while it was looking like they were going to go with someone else, and then Brefford finally returned their calls, and it's like,
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so glad he did.
Yeah.
Because that's so worked. Right through to the closing credits.
Mm-hmm.
There's some beautiful touches in the closing credits. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Wow. That's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Love that film. Please, if you get a chance, watch it. It's not going to make you think hard. It's not going to change your worldviews on anything in particular, but it's just a nice film. It's good. Yeah, in a world where saying something's nice is asking for trouble, I think. But no, it's good. Do you have anything else you wish to say about it?
No, that about sums it up.
Wow. That's brief and to the point. All right, but if you ain't and I ain't, we shall move on.
The following segment has no title. Thank you.
And we will start over on Facebook with a backlog comment from Helen.
Hi, Helen.
On our episode on misery.
Mm.
Who says, I finally listened to this episode. It took me 3 sessions over the course of several days, which is not the episode's fault. I can't remember the first 2/3 anymore, so we'll only comment on the final third.
I can't remember the first 3/3.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't end up watching Die Hard over Christmas, and I would have guessed Misery for the name of the episode. And congratulations to me for winning the last arbitrary point of 2025.
Look, I will try and dig up a hurrah sound there somewhere, if I can. Yeah.
Yes, that was a sufficiently poor trumpet sound that you've just played just now.
Oh, now I have to find a trumpet sound. Right,
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Just something weak.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we stay with Helen for a comment on last week's episode on Fast X.
Oh, we watched Fast X, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
I should add to the strength of today's movie and say that I enjoyed it far, far, far more than Fast X.
It's a better movie. It's just a better movie.
It's just a better movie.
So, last night, one of our free-to-air stations happened to be showing Fast X, and there was nothing of interest on any of the other free-to-air stations, so I decided to leave it running out of morbid curiosity. I am forced to ask the question, why do I subscribe to so many streaming services if it's not to avoid moments like this? What a stupid movie. Not silly, stupid. Yeah,
it's spelt that way too. Stupid.
It's sort of amazing that we live in an age where there are 3 or 4 channels per channel.
Yeah.
And still nothing on.
Still nothing on.
I accepted the fact, Helen continues, that I wasn't going to recognise the characters. What I couldn't accept was that I wasn't going to recognise a plot. It was just an excuse to throw together a bunch of implausible explosions and other physics-defying moments. So much dumb. Why are our radios all on the same frequency? And then cliffhanger. And they made 10, 11 of these?
What's interesting is she says there's a cliffhanger, and I can't remember what the cliffhanger was. But I know that it was enough for me to reluctantly admit that I need to hang out in the hope that, there was the kid at the bottom of the...
Plane crashes behind a hill.
Behind hill.
And then...
Those guys are definitely dead.
And then Don and his son are at the bottom of a dam.
That's about to possibly...
Which is about to possibly be
They're
exploded.
definitely dead.
Yeah.
Everyone's definitely dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Good.
Sort of hanging out at the bottom of an artificial cliff.
Right. So if you turn the screen upside down... It's
Yeah. E of Pie on Discord.
Hi, E of Pie.
Says, I finally remembered to comment when I got home from my commute this time. The first series still seems like an odd thing, and not my thing, but I wonder a lot what it means for movies, that it's also having some issues being successful now with what it is.
Yeah.
It really is fascinating, because it is clearly still a draw, because otherwise how would it make so much at the box office?
Yeah.
But it's too expensive to make.
Yeah.
Secondhand Lions next week I'm looking forward to, and which you will have commented on by the time this gets read on the show.
We have. Not a lot of comments, but yeah, we have commented on it.
It's always struck me as one of those hazy, half-remembered movies summer camp or something would put on to kill time before pickup. Even though I recall it as charming, I can't recall many of the details, but a lot of set pieces.
Charming. That's like saying nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 It is. I think, and I think this is the nature of coming-of-age films in a lot of cases, is it's the childhood we wish we had.
Yep.
I don't know. So charming and nice. Yeah.
Everybody wishes they were dropped off one summer with two weird uncles.
And a mother who's absolutely, yeah. Anyway.
Which will bring us up to the guesses, which I will read in the order that I pasted them into the doc.
Right.
Helen says, FastX, that's FASTX, is my file name guess, but I don't care. I'll forego an arbitrary point if it can guarantee that no more of these will be made.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Sort of 50-50. At the moment, as we're talking, Paramount is hoping to buy up Warner Brothers Discovery after Discovery already bought up Warner Brothers. And all of that is probably going to collapse because the rich Ellisons are basically putting all of their money into the project.
Yeah.
At which point it will be so laden with debt that it will sink everyone involved. Fortunately, Universal aren't involved in this tangle yet. You know who wins out of this whole thing? Netflix, because they get a cancellation fee out of being turned down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a couple of $1 billion
Oh, good grief.
for not winning, for bowing out. And the theory here is that when the whole thing inevitably collapses, Netflix will pick up the remains.
Yeah.
But Universal seems to be doing fine. Just okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's all terrible. So anyway, Helen's guess was FastX, 5 letters.
Mm-hmm.
E of Pi goes for FastX. That's FSTX.
Getting rid of that vowel.
Getting rid of that vowel. Unfortunately, neither of you have remembered the full rules of file names, as I alluded to in the last episode, because you needed an underscore to go between fast and X, all spelt out.
I will use it if I've got the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it fits, it sits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no arbitrary points to be given.
Yeah. Sorry.
This particular film this week, I think is going to be difficult to squeeze in.
I can assure you it was difficult to squeeze in. I had to make some compromises.
Ooh, okay. Yes. Different rules. Different rules to remember this time.
Yeah. Remember those rules? Use those ones.
Right.
Subset D of
Forget what
C.
you've heard about underscores. There is another thing that you need to have remembered in order for this one to work out. So, dear listener, if you want to make a file name guess, you will need all 8 characters.
You will, definitely, yeah.
But, file name guesses, film suggestions, comments on our comments, or the film that we've watched, or the film that we're going to watch and that I haven't decided on yet.
Sorry? What was that? Hang on, run that by me again. You haven't decided what?
What film we're watching next week.
Oh, you're spoiling next segment.
Well,
are you saying there's not going to be a next segment?
No, there's going to be a next
something.
segment. It just,
wow.
I might ask you to stop the recording for a bit while I work out what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Or I could play the segment music very, very slowly.
Sure, if you want to do that. Sure. But any of that,
yes.
Let us know.
Please.
Let us know in the places.
Yeah.
Tell us things in places.
You do have access to the document that shows people's suggestions, so there is that option as well. Whilst the segment music plays very slowly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Please, submit, and I'll play some music whilst Thomas gets himself sorted.
And then I guess we'll move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a film for next week so we can go to bed.
And it's your turn.
It is my turn. The film that I have now selected is from 2011.
Okay.
And it stars Daniel Craig.
Right.
And Harrison Ford.
Right.
And Olivia Wilde.
You would think that those two names alone would make me...
Yeah.
Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig. Wow.
It has, in its genre line,
right,
the seemingly incongruous genres of Western
right,
and science fiction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Haven't we watched that?
Not for the podcast.
Not for the podcast? Ah.
I would love to give it a check, but as we have previously established,
yes, and I can't give it a check because...
I'll have to pull it up on the web, which I probably need to update at some point.
Yes, you do.
But
I give you one job.
No.
No?
No, we're good.
Okay. So next week...
What do you think it is, then?
I think... I'm going to do this even though it's going to be like me scratching my fingernails against a chalkboard. It's Cowboys versus Aliens.
So close. It is Cowboys and Aliens.
Oh, okay. Phew. Well, that means that next week I do not have to scrape my fingers on the chalkboard. Cowboys and Aliens, based on a comic book that or comic series that I'm not familiar with.
Great.
But that's what we're watching.
Bring it up. That is what we're watching.
Starring Harrison Ford, Daniel Craig, and
Olivia Wilde. Who was in Tron Legacy.
Ah, okay. We hope.
Yeah.
Do we? Do we hope that they can join us?
I mean, I wouldn't expect either of Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford, or Olivia Wilde to join us.
On the line now, we have... dear listener, we hope that you can join us when we watch Cowboys and Aliens. But until then... Oh, sorry. I nearly did it again, didn't I? We need a plot synopsis.
Going to be hard to come by from the back of the case, because it will have to come off the shelf. It is apparently only available to rent on Apple TV.
Ah, okay.
But
Just Watch doesn't have a nice...
Well, according to... I am going to read what is on the back of the case.
Okay, Thomas is going to read what's on the back of the case.
We'll see what you think of this. It's not a logline.
Okay.
From the director of Iron Man comes an action-packed sci-fi adventure starring Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford, and Olivia Wilde as the only posse who can save the world from alien invasion. Ooh, just got the slightest bit of plot there before. With cutting-edge special effects and one-of-a-kind story, Cowboys and Aliens is a showdown you won't want to miss.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you went for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give them too much, or they'll not be wanting more, or something. Yeah. Next week, we are watching I'll let this podcast finish. We're watching Cowboys and Aliens. We hope that you can join us. But until then, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
You have been listening to Cellulose Free. Your hosts were Colin, who produces and edits the show, and Thomas, who makes the artwork and music. Cellulose Free is recorded in the Deranged Cat Studios in scenic Tasmania, Australia. We keep track of our extensive physical media collection through My Movies, which we highly recommend. You can find links to that, as well as other places you can find us, in the show notes. Cellulose Free is a Hi Hello production.
What happened there?
What happened there was you tried to end the podcast several times,
Yes.
but it was too early.
It's like an alien movie.
And now, unfortunately, it's too late.
Yes, I'm stopping. I am stopping.
Yeah.